sure you check out our new sponsor, The Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, we back. Goodfellow Sports TV. I link the article in the description proving this little rumor going around to be actual rumor. And Tekashi 6ix9ine might be getting out in 6 months. Now, the reason he not getting out in September is because two of his co-defendants, if you want to call them that, they still haven't plead. Harv and Nuke. And Harv want to see if 6ix9ine is really going to take the stand, or if he's the one accusing him or telling on him about, I think, maybe shooting at the Barclays Center. But we back. Goodfellow Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the videos. Want to make a donation? Best way to do that is just share the video, okay? And his girlfriend said he might be getting out, and the only reason he's not getting out earlier is because those two people haven't still copped the deal yet. They gonna try to take it to court, and I think it was Harv that said he wanted to see who was 6ix9ine, the actual one snitching on him. So, if that really mean that much to him not to cut a deal, then 6ix9ine, if that's the one who's snitching on him in his particular case, which he said they never said it was 6ix9ine, but I know Tekashi 6ix9ine was on the paperwork according to one of the other guys. It might have been him. His lawyer told him. So at the end of the day, he said he want to see if 6ix9ine the one doing it, or I guess he expecting Shotty or another member to take the stand on him. So pretty much everybody took deals because it's the smart thing to do. To be honest, you got a real reason why the feds got a 97-98% conviction rate. The real reason is because Tekashi 6ix9ine is doing he doing what is needed for them to uphold that conviction rate. Okay, he's snitching. They don't do that by police work. They got informants and stuff that do that. And at the end of the day, even when you beat the feds, you still lose because it takes a tremendous amount of money, especially if it's street, it's racketeering. If you're a street dude, even you heard Chris Gotti and Chris Gotti spoke on the Irv Gotti brother. They lost a lot of money and they lost a lot of potential business trying to fight that federal case that was aimed at Supreme. And you lose a ton of money just trying to sit here and fight the case. Now, it ain't really been no update about him in prison, him getting pressed. He got pressed one time in Brooklyn, and they moved him to a federal penitentiary, I think in Queens it was, if I'm not mistaken. So it ain't been no stories about him getting stabbed or getting pressed in prison. It's because he in there eating steak, lobster, calamari, and shrimp. He in there eating Benihanas. He in there eating Red Lobster. They in there treating him like a federal witness. It wouldn't surprise me if they let him out at night to go to movies and enjoy the night on the town and let him, get a little bit of taste of his girl or whatever. It wouldn't surprise me if he was getting that type of special treatment. It wouldn't surprise me if they planted 6ix9ine in the Treyway gang as a mold to bring down the whole operation. It wouldn't surprise me if the feds went that deep. It wouldn't surprise me if they went to an in-too deep situation because they don't play fair. Racketeering, Rockefeller law, conspiracy laws, all that was put in the game to take down, black people and dudes black people in the street. Conspiracy laws have taken down a ton of great kingpins in the street. And because they couldn't do enough police work to beat them and catch them red-handed with the paraphernalia in their hand or in their possession. They did those laws to put people away for life and 20 and all that. That's when people start snitching. When you get caught with paraphernalia and you was facing life, or you was facing, 20, 30 years. Before that, a lot of them dudes weren't facing nothing but 10 years, 5 years before conspiracy law. And that's if they caught you red-handed. A lot of times them dudes back in the day were smart. So to really catch up with them, they put RICO, Rockefeller, and conspiracy in the game. They had to cut corners and they had to rig the game to catch up to them dudes. And then, once they did that in the game and they still couldn't catch certain people, then snitching came into play. Now they could say 20 years to life. Everybody sound tough, but when you actually in that interrogation room, like Tekashi was in there crying, your life is over with. Your life is over with. So somebody was going to snitch. If he didn't snitch, Shotty was snitching. And he was going to walk free. So at the end of the day, I'm reading the best. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, I'm not saying the snitch, but hey, man, I wouldn't be surprised if they planning him inside there. You know, but the game is the game, man. Snitching is a part of the game when they put those laws in. And they trying to tell people no snitching. And all the guys that snitched that went down like true thoroughbred warriors. They saying free Bobby Smarter for being a real dude, for taking more years so all his homeboys could walk out at once? Are they saying TK being a real? They laughing at him. They playing their videos. Oh, this stupid dude. He didn't tell. He laughing at you. It's a different generation. It's a different day and time and different laws. But other part of the video, will people still work with Tekashi 6ix9ine? Who gonna be the first one to collaborate with 6ix9ine? Is 6ix9ine gonna be celebrated around the area like Alpo? Is 6ix9ine gonna be celebrated and accepted back into the hip hop culture? I know Fat Joe said he can't come around me. 50 Cent said he can't come around me. Now Young Buck said that 50 Cent told 6ix9ine to snitch. And would that put him behind me? No. I won't put that behind him, because everybody 50 Cent run into and beef with, they end up getting life in jail. But we'll see who will work with him and who won't. But Jim Jones said, though, he said I wouldn't be around. He said it's not my job to say if he can or can't come back to New York, but he ain't gonna be around me. They still play his radio. I think his songs on Hip Hop Nation. They still play his songs. I heard one the other day when I was listening to Sirius XM Satellite Radio. Shout out to them. Rock the Bill's the best radio station out there, man. You know, they still play his stuff. Somebody will collaborate with him. They accept him back into society and the hip hop culture. Or he might go pop. He might throw a Michael Jackson glove on and start moonwalking or something. They gonna find a way to accept him back. Now Brooklyn may necessarily not, but they didn't gentrify Brooklyn. Even when you get off the train, it's a different feel. It don't feel like the Brooklyn that they described back in the day. It ain't as gutter and gully as it is, and that's the point of gentrification. You know, is he gonna perform? If he gonna change his attitude, he gonna be humble, he gonna take his money and go away like Vanilla Ice and just do investments, and then 10, 15, 20 years, what happened to Tekashi 6ix9ine? Daniel Hernandez? Oh, he now owns, half the real estate in Iowa or Montana or Vermont. He's moved to Delaware to his private farm, and he's got pigs and chickens. Is it gonna be one of them stories? If that was me, that's what I would do. I'll be gone and get some private land and start me a farm or something. But it wouldn't be me, because I already know the consequences that come with that game. I knew that wasn't the game. I knew that wasn't a joke. I grew up with family members. I grew up with dudes on the block, in and out of jail, raids, kicking. I knew that wasn't for me. I knew myself, like, I didn't want to put my mama through that. I didn't want to tarnish my family name through that. I had cousins that was running in and out of jail doing that. I decided that a long time ago that wasn't for me. It wasn't nothing to play with. When you grow up in it, or you grew up around it, or you grew up in it, either it's going to engulf you, or you're gonna be like, I don't want to do that. I want to make a legit way. For people who really grew up with the raids, kicking in the doors, or seeing the raid vans come around the corner and the police come around the corner, and you've seen it before. The dudes trying to cut out the alley. You've seen it before. There ain't nothing to play with. Your life. But will the hip hop community accept him? It wouldn't really surprise me. They got purses, fanny packs. You got some rappers wearing pink coats from Victoria's Secret. Everything that was fashionable is now lame. And everything that was lame when I was coming up, 90s, early 2000s, is now considered fashionable and trendy. So you got to remember, it's back. It's backwards. When gangsters come home that snitched and stuff of that nature, they celebrate it. They calling the radio stations. They throwing confetti on their head. They, oh man, he done did some of the most messed up stuff Ian told, and they getting celebrated. So why would he be any different? You have a homeboy that's from the Bronx saying free him before this. We already knew he's a snitch. Ace Boogie with the hoodie, free him, free him, free him. But they ain't screaming free Bobby Smarter. He was a real one. He took more time to walk home with his boys. So it's all in the game. Free throws and fouls, like Jeezy said, man. He'd be accepted, but if I was him, he got to look over his back for the rest of his life. I'll give me a farm. I'll give me some land. I'll invest in real estate and into tech, in the tech world over there in Silicon Valley up in North Cali. And I'll just, fade into the black. Whatever city he go to, somebody going to try and press him. And this security better be tighter than it was before. This security was deep and tight. But hey, it's Goodfella Sports TV. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. Those links in the description. Intro instrumental link there as well, too. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Hellblaze, at thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Website, promo code, description. Check them out one time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella.